podcast show.
Hi everybody, I'm Rich Myers, and welcome to the Rich Myers podcast show. I'm here today with Mark Ware. How you been?
Man, doing good, Rich. And how you been? We're doing good here in Georgia.
Still a little under the weather, still on low oxygen, but
Yeah, we're wishing you a speedy recovery, and can't thank you enough for streaming our music, and we love what you're doing there in Virginia.
yeah, the show must go on.
That's right. That's right.
I listened to your track, Heaven Over Georgia.
Yes, sir.
I thought it was excellent.
Thank you. There's a great video that goes along that too. So if you get a chance, check it out on YouTube. And funny story behind that is the video crew canceled last minute. Postponed it last minute, and then so we was thinking that hey, the song's still going to be released Friday, so we hired a secondary crew, film company, and they came out to the house, and we just come up with something in 30 minutes and shot it right there at the house with the family and the grandkids and stuff, and it turned out very good. So I think it's, we've had more streams on that song than we've had on any other song in our catalog the first 7 days, and just couldn't be more proud of what the song's doing. So thank you guys for listening to it.
Okay, what influenced the song?
Just family, basically just family, and I'm not getting any younger, Rich. I'm getting older. I'm still out there playing a young man's game, and Papa's gone a lot. He's gone about 50 shows a year, and there's only 52 weeks in a year, so I'm gone a lot. And some of the times that I cherish the most is with my grandkids and with my kids, and that song just talks about it. Just talks about when my time goes, I hope God lets me go to Georgia, right over heaven, right over my house, so I can still watch my children be raised and watch my grandchildren grow up to be big and strong. And so when I die, just let me go to heaven right over Georgia.
Well, let's take a listen to it.
All righty.
God will call my name. When he does, I hope he doesn't take me far away, 'cause I've got a lot of roots right here in this Georgia red clay. So when I die, I hope that I can look down where I was raised, 'cause I'd still want to see the dogs play from way up here, over my children like I've done for years. And I'd love to watch my grandkids grow up and be big and strong, 'cause I'm afraid I won't get that chance. My days are almost gone. So God, I've got one last prayer for you. Can I go to heaven over Georgia? I know I'll be in a better place when they chisel my name in stone. I just hope through those pearly gates I'd be able to see my home. So before I take my last breath, and before you answer my prayer, just know I'd rather go to hell if heaven ain't right up there. 'Cause I'd still want to see the dogs play from way up here, and look over my children like I've done for years. And I'd love to watch my grandkids grow up and be big and strong, 'cause I'm afraid I won't get that chance. My days are almost gone. So God, I've got one last prayer for you. Can I go Georgia pines. I just hope my angels get me there before game time. I still wanna see the dogs play from real peace. Look over my children like I've done for years. I'd love to watch my grandkids grow up to be big and strong. 'Cause I'm afraid I won't get that chance. My days are almost gone. So God, I've got one last prayer for you. Yeah, God, I've got one last prayer for you. Can I go to heaven over Georgia? Over Georgia.
Yeah, it was a pretty good song.
Well, thank you, Rich. Thank you so much. And like again, man, I can't thank you guys enough for streaming it, because it takes all you guys out there in Radio Land, and for what you're doing day in and day out, and just getting us independent artists out there that we're just trying to make a living ourselves, and couldn't do it without the help of you guys. So thank you guys so much for streaming it.
Can you tell me about any other songs, concerts, and what's next?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Heaven Over Georgia was actually an album that was put out, and so there's 9 songs on that album. So check out the Heaven Over Georgia album, and it's got a lot of songs just straight from the heart. It's got a lot of songs from my days in the fire department, my days at the sheriff's department. There's a song called Iron Dog on there that I wrote just for the dogs that actually go out and do the work, and sniff out the drugs and and the money off the street. So there's a song on there about my grandson Brim. His nickname is Brim, and so there's some really good tunes on there. So check out the whole album. There's 9 songs on it. Like I said, we just came off about 37 weeks in a row, and we've got to open up for some national acts. We've been out on the road with Creed Fisher. We've been on the road with Craig Campbell. We've done some shows with Mark Wheels, and and then we headline a few shows. I think we've been from Seattle to Florida so far this year, and a couple of weeks off now. I got back in town yesterday, and we're going to take a couple of weeks off, maybe take the family camping, and then August the 2nd, we kick back off for the second leg. So doing a bunch of Southeast stuff the last half of the year. So please check out a show. Check out our website, officialmarkware.com. Check out our TikToks, our Instagrams, our Facebook daily. The team in Nashville does a really good job with putting content on there every single day just to keep the fans engaged. And if there's anything I could ever do for you or any of your listeners, just please reach out, and we'll do what we can to get it done. But again, I'm 53 years old and get a chance. I've done a 30-year career in the fire service, and once the kids was at the house, I've always dabbled in music. Once the kid was gone and in college, I decided I was going to make a run at doing music full time. And so we're in our 5th year, and thank the Lord that our buses paid off, our trailers paid off, our sound equipment's paid off, and we're out making money every weekend. So living the dream, Rich.
Yeah, you're still young. I'm 58.
Okay. Well, see, there's still time for you to become a country artist, see?
This is a good question. How do you handle frequent travel and being away from home for a long period of time?
Thank God for FaceTime. So I get to FaceTime, and I get to see them through that. And luckily, our agents and management in Nashville has done a really good job this year of at least trying to get me home on Sundays. So whether we take a red-eye flight overnight on Saturday, or our bus driver drives us back overnight, I try to make it home to church on Sunday with the family. So, but I guess FaceTime and technology, because I would be lost out there, if I couldn't see them every day and talk to them. So thank God for technology.
Okay. Do you create for your fans or for yourself?
Create?
Yes. Do you create for your
I'd
fans?
say for both. I'd say probably does a lot of self healing for me when I create. And I don't know if you remember the story or not, but I buried a child at 14 the first time, and then Kim and I buried another one at 18,
Wow.
2006, and then 10 years later we buried another one. And so I've come to realize that a lot of stuff that I have in my head and heart. There's a whole lot of people out there that can relate to it. So everywhere we go, people thank me for the songs that we're writing or performing and saying it's being, it's helping them. So, I'd say I do it for both, and I'd probably say it's equal. But I'd be lying if I wasn't doing it for my own self healing as well. But I'd probably say that the true answer is probably 50-50 for me and my fans.
Okay. Did your style change since the beginning of your career?
My full time career, yes, and what they're calling my stuff there in Nashville and the label is faith country, because all my songs have a story. All my songs, have a story to it, and a lot of my songs um, have some faith cliches in my songs. So, but they're calling it's faith country, and so it's a little bit of southern rock, it's a little bit of rock and roll, it's a little bit of traditional country, but it's storytelling too. And I like to tell a story, and I like to just open my heart and my chest, and let the folks know where this is coming from, and then surprisingly to me, there's a whole lot of people out there that feel the same way that we do. So, hopefully my music can be as an inspiration to them, as much of an inspiration to them as it's been for me.
Okay. Where can people go see your videos, music, and
Uh,
events?
So we're all over YouTube. You can go to Mark Ware Music on YouTube and check out all the YouTube stuff. I just uploaded a new one today. I wrote a theme song and an anthem for the local high school football team, and we uploaded it today. It's called the Jackson Red Devils. And but you can check it out on YouTube if you want to see us. If you want to listen to us, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all of your normal platforms. We're all over TikTok. I think we're up to about 50,000 followers on TikTok, and of course, Facebook. You can always reach out to me on Facebook as well.
Uh, if there's one thing you could change in the music business, what would it be?
I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but I'm gonna speak for every other independent artist out there. I wish it was different with the streaming platforms on what the payouts were. Because you really don't make any money. We're not making the money on the payouts like the labels and the streaming companies are making. So I wish more of the money went into the pockets of the people that's actually creating and going out working and doing the music. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So we have to take what's in front of us and then go make our money out on the road. So thankful in our camp that there's been enough demand for our music that we've been able to stay busy and go out and provide for our families by doing shows on the weekends, because we're not making a living on the streams right now. So if I could change anything, it would be just putting more of the money in the musicians and the artists' pocket.
Okay. Well, thanks for.
Now I'm probably gonna get banned. I'm probably gonna get some eggs thrown at me next time I go down to Nashville.
Well, thanks for
I'm
being
gonna
on.
say Rich. I'm gonna say Rich pulled it out of me. It's not my fault. It's Rich's. He shouldn't have asked that question.